Hi there, I'm Holly Sloan. I'm an undergraduate at the University of Edinburgh studying French and Spanish, and I'm currently on a 6-week placement work experience at NICILT.
Hello, my name is Sarah Jane Keelty and I'm a student at Stranmillis University College and I'm here for my alternative placement.
Hi, I'm Jacques Granier. I currently study at St Mary's Christian Brother Grammar School. I study drama, French and moving images for my A-level, but I'm at NICILT with my work experience at the minute.
First of all, do we have any advice for pupils choosing GCSE and A-level subjects? I don't know, from personal experience, what I'd say the most important thing is choosing something you like and that interests you, because if you do that, then it'll never be too much of a chore to sit down and read books about it or write notes about it. But at the same time, keep an eye on sort of the career ahead of you, and remember that languages are very useful for future jobs, even just future volunteering and future prospects, really.
Yeah, I would agree, and just say to make it fun. So make your learning fun, don't bore yourself. Try and think of ways to make it fun for yourself. So if you have any friends that you know that speak Spanish, you can use them to help you practice speaking in Spanish. Or if you have any relatives anywhere else that speak any other languages, you can even try and teach them Spanish, because you actually learn more whenever you're teaching.
Definitely.
So that's a good advice that I think.
I think personally the best advice I can give is the one I got myself. You know, it opens many doors, like you were saying, Holly. You know, you can go pretty much anywhere with languages, because languages are needed all around the world to communicate, and communication is such a big part of jobs nowadays that it's really needed.
100%.
And that's what I mean.
And the other good thing about languages is you know, after your GCSE, you'll leave it with having practical skills that you can actually use in day-to-day life. Because, likelihood is that you'll go to Spain or France or even Latin America for your holidays or for travelling at some point in your life. So, you are going to use your skills.
Which languages do you study? I study Spanish. So I studied Spanish for GCSE and A-level, and I'm currently doing a B1 diploma in Tech of Spanish, and that is the DELE, and it stands for Diploma Español como Lengua Extranjera. I chose Spanish mainly because I like it, I enjoy it, and that was for GCSE, but whenever I was choosing it for A-level, I chose it because I enjoyed it also, but also because I was thinking of the future, so travel opportunities and the future.
So I study French and Spanish. I've also done a little bit of Italian, a little bit of Russian. Russian didn't go that well, unfortunately, but it was very interesting all the same. And what made me choose my degree, French and Spanish? Well, I wasn't a fan of German, which I actually regret, because I think that would be a really useful and interesting one to do. So I decided to pick French and Spanish for GCSE. And then for A-levels, again, just like Sarah Jane, I was sort of keeping an eye on the future, thinking, what do I like? How could that tie into a job? Do I want to work abroad? Do I want to work at home? What am I thinking? So yeah, ultimately I enjoyed it, and I knew it would lead me to good places in the future.
I study French currently at AS level, and what made me choose this language? Well, my father is French, and it was just a standard for me growing up to learn it because it was a part of my culture. My first words were French because I go out to France every year to visit my family, and my first word was la lune, which is the moon. I had an interest with astronomy as a kid, and it's just allowed me to communicate and make more friends in France. And at the same time, I'm also doing it because it helps me move my confidence and my communication skills, which I'll be needing because I want to be an actor when I'm older. Forgot to mention that. How has language learning benefited me? Well, basically back to my last point, it's allowed me to travel, like all over France, mainly in the Nantes region where my family live. But when I'm traveling, around and I feel lost, like I would normally go a walk, in a city just to see the sights, because I love different countries and I love their architecture. So, if I'm ever asking people for directions, like I don't have to hold back and look at a dictionary or Google Translate or, have someone beside me. I can speak in my own language, and I think people in a different country, like I know especially for France, they appreciate it much more when you are able to communicate with them.
Yeah, well, I've had the same experience. I spent September to December studying in Paris, and really I saw the benefits of having French. Well, obviously there are benefits of having French whilst living in France, but you get your experience is much more authentic. You meet people who you wouldn't have met if you didn't speak a word of French, and I definitely find that English does not carry you, contrary to popular belief. Most people do speak a good level of English. They can hold a good conversation, but if you really want to get past the small talk, get past the boundaries and actually make a good friend, then you need to have their language, or you need to be able to help each other, rather it be on one side and not on the other. But
even learning like the social cues or how to be
100%,
polite in the country that you're going to, like it just goes hand in hand with the language, doesn't it? Like whenever you're speaking the language, you do the social cue. It's like the whole package, and then it also gives you more. I think it gives you more cultural awareness, so like you appreciate the culture more, so like the food and the drink and just the people. It's just, I think it's better, and it also helps for your professional career as well. Like so Jack with acting, and Holly, you can do anything with languages, so and me hopefully with teaching in the future, so it just shows you can literally use languages for anything.
We all did controlled assessments, didn't we, for our language GCSEs?
Yeah, that's right.
And they no longer feature on the language GCSE curriculum. Pupils will have to do an unseen written and oral exam. What are the thoughts about this?
I think it would be better because it gives you a wider provision of topics. So if you were doing a controlled assessment, you'd get one topic and you would just revise that one topic, and you would be missing out on so many more. So I think if it's unseen, you have to look at everything, and you have to really go into detail, and that will help you for if you do ever go away and speak to people, then you'll definitely know more.
Yeah, like even linking to your point about topics there, it's not like you're going to go to a different country and you're going to plan what you're going to say the next day with your friends, like, right, we're going to talk about quitting smoking or animals or something like that. It allows you to have a level of understanding, because in France, like, you're going to walk out in the streets and you could talk about something completely random, and you can't plan it in advance. So I think it is quite scary, but that should not put you off. I think, personally, in my opinion, they're getting a better opportunity than we did with languages.
100%.
Yeah. I would have preferred that, I think, because it would have helped you even in A level. So, because you have to do that in A level, you don't see your questions, so it's just giving you more experience, and you'll feel more confident when you come to A level then. And I think it would have helped maybe even my oral skills in speaking, because you would have that extra year of having, spontaneity in your lessons. So
100%. Yeah, and you can also sort of track your progress, can't you? You
definitely.
will be more confident. I don't know how confident I was after GCSE French and Spanish and actually getting out there and speaking, but if I had to do things like role plays, I hear they're bringing back, it really would benefit me. So I'm all for it.
Definitely.
Personally.
Me too.
All in.